All right, hey, what's going on, World Wrestling Live? We're here with another amazing coach in our state, Largo, Florida coach, Kurt Montanye. What's up, Kurt, man?
How you doing, brother?
Good. It's finally glad to have you on here. We're live in the parking lot right now, everybody, at the Super 32 early entry here in Florida. Everybody's weighing in. If you kind of look around, you can see all the kids kind of trying to make weight. Everybody kind of doing their thing, but here we sit right there. Boom, look at us. We're like on a roller coaster ride.
There we are.
And there we are. So first of all, he's in the New Jersey Hall of Fame. He's the coach down at Largo. He's coached several national champions, several high school state champions, and he is a two-time national qualifier at Montverde, right?
Montclair State University.
Montclair State University. See, I knew it was Mont something. Totally screwed that up. But we're here today with Kurt, and one thing we were discussing before we fell off the live feed was let's just kind of ask him a little bit about him. So Kurt, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, born and raised in New Jersey. I went to Farallon High School, wrestled at Montclair State University, had a great career in high school and college. Went on to coaching after that, had 3 New Jersey state champions, had a couple high school national champions, and then dabbled into women's wrestling. And that's when I was blessed with little munchkin that you met a little while back, Sissy Blasone. She
was awesome.
She's a spitfire. 4-time New Jersey state champion, 2-time Pan Am medalist, multiple-time national place winner. So it was a blessing. And then I became the co-head coach of the women's national team in New Jersey out in Fargo, where we had multiple All-Americans and a national champion, Skylar Grote. And now I brought myself down to Florida.
Skylar Grote. We had her on right after Sissy Blasone.
Yep, they were best
Skylar
friends
was
growing
awesome. I love the story you told us when we had Sissy on about how you came down to Florida for vacation and thought you were coming on a little tournament here. And next thing you knew, it was the
World Team Trials.
The World Team Trials.
Yeah.
So talk about you got this 7th grader or 8th grader, whatever she is.
She was going from 8th to freshman, and she asked me to coach her. I said, hey, we're going to go down to Florida, visit a buddy of mine who was coaching at Palm Harbor. Went in, had a great practice with the Prince twins, and went over there, not knowing it was the World Team Trials. It was her first freestyle tournament, and she got put up on the main stage where it's an elevated mat. And yeah, it was a sacrificial lamb, but she learned the hard way and became a multi-time national place winner and placed twice in the Pan Am Games. So you can't really argue with that.
That was a great story. I was laughing so hard when I had her on, but first of all, tell us about your program down here in Largo, Florida. I know that you've been involved with a few programs, but it seems like you found your home here in Largo.
Definitely found my home. Such a supportive administration. Jim Casey and John Marina have been unbelievable. They've given me everything I've asked for, from uniforms to a wrestling room to everything. Great bunch of kids, great family. I couldn't ask for more of a family-oriented team program. I love these guys, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
That's awesome. Now, what I know that you have a young lady that is you might as well be her dad, right? You
Yes.
take really good care of her.
Yes.
You travel with her, you coach her. What does it mean now to her and to you now to see girls sanctioned here in Florida?
She's
and
excited.
What's that going to mean for Largo Wrestling?
Well, the thing is, they're going to be sanctioning, but it's still going to be, they're going to be eligible to wrestle boys all season long. But when it comes to the districts, regions, and states, it will be just girls. So it's not really going to affect our lineup. We have some depth now. So Emma will be able to do her thing and go wrestle against the girls, which she's been waiting to do.
Nice.
So, but we still got one more year with the boys, and her senior year, which will be wrestling the girls.
Man, that's awesome. So something cool that we've talked about is you being a kid that grew up in Paterson, New Jersey.
Yes.
The club that you grew up in was the Scorpions.
Correct. I wrestled.
Now they're here.
It's an amazing feeling seeing Jamie down here. We reconnected. He opened up. I've known them since, oh, good Lord, I must have been about 10 years old when I met them, and have always had some type of affiliation with them. And then when I heard Jamie was opening up, I was super excited. He brought down Anthony Cefalo, 4-time state place winner, state champ in New Jersey. He was ranked nationally for Rider University. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they lost the NCAAs last year. So Anthony ended up moving down here to Florida, and he's Jamie's #1 man.
Well,
And
that's awesome. And you're assisting there, aren't
I'm
you?
helping out, yes, absolutely. And it's a great feeling, and being affiliated with Carlos and Omar out back in New Jersey, and now Jamie and Anthony down here. It's nice to rock the black and gold.
Now, am I right in saying this? Aren't you still competing in the senior level?
Yes, I was supposed to wrestle in Greece this past summer. Obviously, because of COVID, it's been pushed off. So next year we'll be in Bulgaria. I'm going to give it one last shot. I don't care what happens. Vegas Open, Veterans World, done. I'm hanging up the shoes.
No beach wrestling or anything?
No beach wrestling. The only beach wrestling I'll do is if I meet a nice young lady that I plan on settling down with. That'll be the only beach wrestling.
And we don't know what type of beach wrestling that will be, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So, how many kids do you have with you this week?
I just have one from Largo, that's Emma, but I have a couple other kids through Scorpions that I'll be coaching, and another Jersey boy who moved down here. He's down at Palm Beach Gardens, Jake. I'll be mat side for him as well.
Nice. So a few things. I see that down on your coast, we've got Mark Prince now starting up these duels, because we see what the rules are now in Hillsborough County. That's going to be pretty cool for the local community there.
It's great because Mark opens the door to everybody. He doesn't push anybody away. He doesn't have this holier than now. You can't come, but you can come. He wants it all. Bring it all in. Let's get the best competition.
And that's
in there.
where you and Jamie coach out of.
Yes. Mark has D1 Wrestling Club. He also has Dark Side for his little kids. You got Tampa Bay Brawlers, which is based out of from Tampa Prep. And then you have us, Scorpions. So you got 4 clubs running out of there.
So now is Largo considered Hillsborough County?
No, that's Pinellas. We are the last of the north side, and then you go south side, which is the St. Pete schools.
So we saw Hillsborough County release their requirements. Do you think that's going to bleed into Pinellas, or what do you think is going to go on there?
We're hoping not, but you never know. But there's ways around everything. Again, they limited it to what they can do inside their county. Traveling outside is all good, but again, no overnight. So you got to kind of plan it where you're not traveling too far, but you're still within reason. Let me reject that.
Yeah. So if you guys are a team or a club in Hillsborough County, where we know what the new rules are, the Scorpions D1. Mark Prince, all of them, they will have stuff set up for you. So just hit those guys up and
without a doubt,
and get in there. What do you think the season's going to look like in Pinellas?
We're planning as if it's going to be a normal season. I have my schedule done. I plan on just moving forward and attacking it as it comes. My kids are more and more showing up every week at Scorpions, so they are getting ready for their. You go Ward Wrestling Live, now everybody wants to talk to you. Ring her off. Yeah, we're just going to plan accordingly, like as if it's just going to be a normal season. And if there's any problems, any hiccups, we'll just move around it. That's all.
Nice. So this week we've got Jim Bird has worked his ass off to get this.
And Chanel Lynn
to get this thing happening. And he's moved it out here to the Silver Spurs. I think there's got almost 800 kids, and he's going to do everything in waves, it seems like. So, what do you think? How do you think the tournament's going to be? How do you think it's going to turn out? Is there anybody on your radar that you want to see wrestle?
If the history repeats itself, the way Bird runs tournaments, this is going to go smooth.
Nice.
Okay, Chanel and the rest of the Kissimmee Osceola coaching staff and parents, it runs smooth as silk. So it's going to be just like that this weekend. I love the fact that they're doing it in waves. The girls are going to be done in one day, so that gives me some time to be a spectator.
Nice.
And also help out coaching.
Awesome. Because I know you're into the girls wrestling right now with your wrestler. Anybody that we should keep an eye on? Anybody that's going to surprise us this week?
I don't know if it's necessarily a surprise. A girl named Sophia from St. Cloud. Very talented young lady. She's another little spitfire.
Yes, I think I had her coach on last week. And,
Eric Scriven's great coach, great guy.
And he mentioned that he's got a little bombshell there.
Yes, she
Sophia
is. Well, she's done some traveling with Hannah Hall.
Nice.
They're good friends, so they've done some traveling together. Sophia has no fear. I watched her beat up some boys this past season over at the Springstead tournament, and she was pretty impressive.
That's now is Largo straight high school, or do you guys go through middle school?
We're starting a middle school program right now. I have a new assistant coach coming in, and he can only coach evenings. So we said, you know what?
Perfect.
Why don't you open up a rec program like we do? Because he wrestled at Penn State.
Nice. So you'll have a little feeder setting up there.
Yep. It's going to be open to Clearwater and Largo. And it's a non-profit. It's called War Pigs Wrestling Club.
Nice.
And we'll be posting more information about that in weeks to come. But again, I'm still going to be hardcore with Scorpions.
For sure, for sure. So, what have been some of your, you've been in wrestling a long time. What have been some of your most memorable moments?
Okay. I've got a couple that really just stand out. A great young gentleman at Montclair High School. I got to coach with the great Ken Mallory, the Division III national champ who has won the Division I nationals. Him and I were assistant coaches. Israel was virtually an unknown and came up to me his junior year and said, "I'm going to be your next state champ." I said, "Okay, kid." Senior year, 7 stitches in his eye, spiral fracture in his ankle, torn tendons in his thumb, goes out and wins the state title.
Wow.
Ricky LaForge, they said he couldn't do it. He had all the tools but didn't have the heart, and guess what? He went out and did it, and that was a really proud moment for me. Coaching Mike Macenzio and Steve Mocco at the senior nationals in Delaware and having them win state national titles there. Yeah. I've had a lot of fun. I've been very blessed. I came down here, joined the Palm Harbor program with Mark Prince. Mark gave me the opportunity to do some coaching there, and and besides that, then I went right down alternate 19. I went from Palm Harbor to Dunedin to Clearwater. Finally found my home in Largo.
All right. Now is this it for you, Florida? Do you think you'll ever find yourself back up in Jersey?
To visit. I moved down here for a reason. My knees and my joints, they really can't take those winters anymore. I was living up in the mountains, up at the ski resort. Shoveling yourself out every morning at 5 a.m. to get yourself to work 45 minutes away wasn't really a fun thing.
So this is home. Now, coming from New Jersey, obviously Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, these are hotbeds of wrestling.
Yes.
Now that you've been down here a few years, what can you say about the growth of Florida wrestling and how much catching up it's doing to these big states?
It's catching up. I advise all the big states, up your game. These Florida kids are being coached by tri-state coaches. They're really up in the game. You're seeing kids come out of Florida. Ashton Hamil, he just graduated last year from Lake Gibson. You're going to see Brendan Abden, who's junior this year. His dad and I were in the same weight class our senior year back in New Jersey. You're going to see a lot of great kids coming through Florida, and it's a blessing because no matter where you go, you always want to cheer on your hometown state, your home state, and now Florida's my home, so I'll be cheering those kids on. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing these kids up the game without a doubt.
Yeah, man, it's going to be.
Yeah, we got Kerwin Adderley trying to bump rush.
Adderley, come on in.
Talking about great women's coaches in the state of Florida. What's up, Kerwin? Good to see you, man.
We got Kerwin right here.
Dr. Phillips High. He's setting the precedent for women's wrestling down here.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. My son has to tell me how to do it. That's Kerwin right there, my man. And we'll see. We just had a couple of his alma mater studs that are up in Missouri Baptist on, one at King. We've got 3 nationally ranked girls coming on, right?
Yeah, 1 nationally ranked, 3 state places, state champ.
When's Coach Kerwin going to do an interview?
He's been on. He was on with Jessica Corridor.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll do it again anytime. There you go, Kerwin Adderley, one of the best of the best.
He is.
Brian Jackson says, "What's up?" So there you go. You got one of the best right there. You'll see.
Doubt.
And we'll see a lot of coaches like that this weekend coming in, and it's good to see him. He's been giving us some hammers. So
Without a doubt.
And he's been giving the country some hammers. So we love having him down here in Florida. But yeah, Florida wrestling has certainly come a long way from what I've learned from you wonderful coaches that have had me on here. And Man, tomorrow we're going to have the 32, the
Yeah.
early entry.
I am so excited.
I think it's going to be fun to see a big wrestling tournament like this live.
It's the first big one. I mean, we've had a couple, Mark's had his duels, but this is the first real big one, and I just can't wait for things to open up. That first whistle, I don't care. My girls aren't starting until 5 o'clock. I'm coming here for opening whistle. It's like when you go skiing, you want to be the first one with the tracks.
Sure.
I want to be the first one on the mat, both for warm-ups.
Hey, it'll be fun. Now, you'll have a coach's pass, right?
Yes,
So you can get
right
in
here.
there. Oh, nice. Now, where do we get those coach's passes?
You're going to do that at check-in.
At check-in
Yep,
here.
yep.
This lobby or at the front?
At the front of the building.
Okay, so at the front of the building.
Coaches'
So
passes and spectator passes are available right now.
Nice, awesome. So are you going to the grappler up in Myrtle Beach?
We haven't decided yet. Things are, we're kind of just playing it week by week. I want to see how Emma does down here. We have a great place to stay. A friend of mine owns Riptides in Myrtle Beach, Steve Cadella. If we do head out, we're gonna be staying by him and hitting up his restaurant. But yeah, we have a lot of big plans, and but again, we're just gonna wing it.
Just go have some fun, hang out. It's gonna be nice. Award Wrestling Live will be there. We can't wait to get up there with Daniel's club team, and we look forward to seeing how they do, how he does. He'll be in the varsity division, but we're going to see some hammers, man. They've got some serious guns coming in.
It's a shame about who's
fun.
number one. Crookham from Notre Dame pulled out. He was supposed to wrestle a Florida boy, Bazakis, who goes to Wyoming Seminary. That was supposed to be the number 1, number 2 matchup. And
when did that happen? Today?
He pulled out yesterday due to a concussion.
Oh, wow, because last I heard it was on.
Yeah, he pulled out. They're trying to find a replacement.
Wow,
for him.
so I wonder if Nick will get down to the grappler now.
I know. He'll always find something. It's the Bazakis family. I know Troy was a great wrestler at Pine Bush High School up in New York. And when I heard he had kids down here, I was like, "Oh boy!"
Yeah.
And I hear the daughter is the biggest hammer out of all of them.
That's what he says, and everybody else says. Yeah, she's definitely going to be the best of the three.
Can't wait to watch that.
Man, so check it out: grilled cheese or grilled peanut butter and jelly.
Grilled peanut butter and jelly because I'm a vegan. Say no to cheese. You got to say no to cheese.
So no grilled cheese for you.
No grilled cheese.
Okay, perfect. So. Now, are you straight vegan or do you do fish?
99% vegan. I do have to taste all the food that I put out through the kitchen.
Okay.
So I do have to taste things. So I do cheat from time to time. But for the most part, I'm 99.9% vegan.
Okay, so we got vegan here. So then we need to go like tofu.
Okay.
Or kale.
Tofu. Smoked tofu.
Smoked tofu.
Yes.
What else do we go? Like veggie burger or vegetable lasagna?
Veggie burger. Veggie burger because it's so versatile. I can top it. I can make a Whopper. I can make a Big Mac. I can make whatever I like.
Whatever you want. It's just different sauces, right?
But you can ask me questions based on my old dining habits because I can give you some honest. I can give you some honest answers.
But I know there's some good stuff because you can do pasta, right?
Yes, I do pasta. I do my own homemade sauces. I do.
Nice. Yeah, you were telling me earlier you were making meatballs.
Yes, I was making meatballs.
How do you make meatballs with no meat?
Well, this was at work, so I had to make meatballs for the masses.
Okay.
Yeah, we use a pork, veal, and beef combo.
Nice. Now, do you make a veggie meatball for yourself when you're doing like a pasta or something?
No, too much of a pain in the butt. I just go buy them.
So now, what type of sauce do you use when you're doing?
I'll use a nice homemade pomodoro sauce, some sautéed garlic and onions, some tomato, a little bit of fresh basil. We're all good.
So, are you like you like the small noodles, like the pennes, the elbows, and the shoulders, or is it a spaghetti?
It really depends.
A long noodle, angel hair.
I like pappardelle. It's almost like a lasagna noodle, but cut in half, so it's nice and wide. You do that with a little thicker sauce. If you're doing like a meat sauce or a vegan meat sauce, you're going to go for a thick rigatoni so it can get all up in there.
Yeah, that's kind of the Chinese noodle, the thicker one with kind of a thick sauce.
Yes.
You kind of see it in New York City and Chinatown.
Exactly.
They kind of rip them apart.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good noodle. So what else do we have that we can throw at you that? Well, we can do like some shit like this. Like we can say Atlantic City or the Jersey Shore.
Depends what I'm going for. If I'm going for a daily visit, definitely Jersey Shore. If I'm going for the States, I don't care where you are in the United States. you're going to Atlantic City. They're scalping tickets on the boardwalk to get into the States.
Damn. Now, would you go like Six Flags, New Jersey, or would you go Coney Island?
Six Flags, New Jersey.
For sure.
But gotta go with the original wood roller coaster, you know?
It's a
it
crazy
has
trip.
Coney Island.
Coney Island's done.
Yep.
Now, you are vegan, so do you go like tomato pie? Or do you like the New York style pizza?
New York style minus the cheese.
Because say no to cheese.
Say no to cheese. Remember that.
Yeah.
Words to live by.
No to cheese. I keep forgetting that. Now, when you make a pizza now, what do you use as a substitute, or do you just
I don't use a substitute. I
meat?
sauce and veggies.
Nice.
Spinach, onions, peppers, tomatoes, olives, and fresh basil.
So for you, you'd be better making like, what are those things called where they close the pizza up?
The calzone? The
Yeah.
stromboli.
Yeah.
One or the other. Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah, you can do that. But I actually really like a thin crust, nice and crisp pizza with the fresh veggies on top, is that I can still pick it up and it doesn't do the flop.
Oh man, so tell us, when we're down in Clearwater, what restaurant is it that we should go to enjoy?
Well, my restaurant, Seguini at the Opal Sands Resort, very high end. But if you're just coming in for some pizza, to be completely honest with you, they're from Garfield, New Jersey, Bros Pizza in downtown Clearwater. The best.
The best.
The best. The closest thing to home that I can get.
Now, were you on the Philly side, or were you closer to New York?
New York City. I was right off of Route 4, which leads right to the Yankee Stadium.
So like the Paramus side.
Next town over.
Next town over. Nice. Yeah, my grandfather and my aunt and uncles and everything are from Paramus. So I remember going up there, enjoying they had a zoo with a little trolley.
Van Solon Park?
Yeah. Man, that place was awesome.
That was.
Yeah, when I had Coach Gonzalez on, we were talking about it.
Yeah, Pete Gonzalez.
Yeah, man, it's a great place. So, man, this has been fun, man. I know we haven't had a chance to do this, and
let's do it again.
Man, definitely. And then I'll be around tomorrow. I'll probably leave my house about 11:30. His weight classes go at 1.
I think so, yeah.
So we'll probably be here around then. But man, this was an absolute blast. We got to do it more often.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have to give one more shout out.
Let's do it.
Mark Hogan with Bad Donkey Wellness. He actually is the one that put me in motion for the change of lifestyle. And I lost 60 pounds 2 years ago. Haven't had a beer in 2 years.
Oh.
Yep.
No beer.
I completely nothing.
So no St. Pete Brewing for you?
Nothing. I wish I could, but this is the best I've felt in years, and I never thought I'd ever get back on the mat again. And now
you're there.
I'm ready to go.
And you're looking good, man.
I'm feeling good. Thank you,
fighting
brother.
Weight. Man, this has been awesome. So yeah, World Wrestling Live, we're here. The Super 32 early entry. So, come on down, get weighed in, and get ready to rumble tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
All right, see you.
Have a good one.